Nice.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Me
man.
too. Yeah.
We all
You know
have
what I'm saying? They're
health.
thinking, oh, look at this guy.
You see him?
No, look at him.
He's just been posting cement
look at him.
bags. Oh, look at
20
him.
years.
dreads and waist dreads
I
up.
can't unsee.
You know what, Calvin? You begin to look more and more like your mum. It's uncomfortable.
The mics are blood clot open. Check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late.
All right. Brand new year, man. Episode 141. The mics are open. My name's G Money.
New year, new things.
Oh, and young.
Big Chip Neville. My name is not new things.
Well, this is the actual first time I've seen you guys for the year. Even though we did the Mandem in the South.
Oh, yeah.
So, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man.
We made it.
Stop.
No.
Bro, it's the 7th. How we still have faith?
Yeah, we are using it till after elections, my bro. Hey. Yo, that is my conversation starter. I was in the supermarket the other day, and the lady behind me she wanted to fuss about me going and moving, and I was just like, Happy New Year. And she was like, Happy New Year. So everything is Happy New Year till after elections, and then we can get to other things.
But I noticed that this year there were less forwarded New Year's messages,
Yes.
and less Christmas messages.
Oh,
Yes.
thank God.
And more of, if I didn't send you a Christmas message or a New Year's message, just know I love you, I'm just lazy.
Yo, that's a wave, bro.
Yeah.
Did I even send you guys Merry Christmas?
No. And
I
that's
did.
cutting
Bruh,
off friends.
First and foremost, but there's people who are consistent, who always send them every year, and they're not forwards.
Mm-hmm.
Those ones you can reply to, like
Right.
you know,
But I don't have
chairman,
Oh, yeah, those ones, yes.
chairman,
Yeah.
those kind of things.
The ones that mention your name.
Yeah, those ones.
like,
or he's
customized
or
ones.
he's an honorary person. Everybody else, fuck off. At the end, you send me a Merry Christmas.
in a reply,
I might sleep next.
That's why I don't send you niggas nothing.
Bruh, there's people who sent me birthday texts last year, and I replied to them in November.
Oh,
It happens.
Because I had not seen them.
Yo,
We
let me
start.
ask you guys. Let me ask you guys. How many- now that we're talking about that, like every time I'm talking to someone and I have to take a screenshot of like my WhatsApp or something, you know, like of a conversation, and mine always shows like the number of messages I haven't replied to.
Right.
How many did you guys have?
Wow.
Also, why are you taking screenshots of your WhatsApp?
No, it's like I needed to show something. You know how you edit or something.
How many unread messages?
I don't have any unread messages.
Even me, I don't.
I have 138
I have 373.
unread messages.
Yeah.
I read my messages.
Wow. You've read all the messages?
Yeah, I read.
Damn, you guys are so good.
Not
Not the ones that are archived. That's a different.
I'm just glad
place.
that you beat me because people always say to me, how comes you have 138 unread
No,
messages?
like, but we've said it before on the podcast. I always try and make sure that between here and there, I've gotten to it. Because once it passes there, stuff.
My thing is though, like even with these WhatsApp and with whatever, I almost said BlackBerry messages. BlackBerry our business.
You're being phased out.
But
Yeah.
I believe that these, and I know Neville probably is the same on this.
Yeah.
These messages are meant to be conversations that you carry out at your own pace.
Yes. Yes.
So if you send me a message and I read it and I don't reply to it to tomorrow, because I can't. I just don't have the energy.
But there's people who you reply to, obviously,
Yes.
right?
No.
Yeah.
But all right, so let's say for example, let me scroll through here for today.
Damn.
This is
That was a lot of scrolls for today.
But he's a
someone
texter,
says, yeah,
though.
let me get the flyers once done. I'm like, yeah, we'll send them ASP. I don't need to respond to that one.
Okay, okay, but
look who I replied to.
you can't do that.
Who's
man.
that?
It's
We
his
need a
landlord.
Patreon. We need a Patreon.
Landlord texting
But-
you, nah.
I've asked Neville this. I've asked Neville this before.
How's he?
When
It's good.
Yeah?
when you're chatting up the ladies,
The girldom.
the girldom, do you prefer phone calls or FaceTime or
I
text?
hate phone calls, bro.
Yeah, right.
Hate phone calls.
But what are your reasons?
Because
we
with
prefer.
phone calls, you can easily run out of shit to say.
Exactly. I
Phone
hate
calls
the
be like,
awkward silence.
That awkward silence. Messages, you can be like, okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you can think about it.
2
and then
years later, you reply.
My phone,
Calvin.
By the way, do you know how hard it is to maintain like an hour-long phone call?
Yeah.
Back in the day when there was no SMSs
Yeah.
and there was no WhatsApp.
Yeah.
The phone was everything because SMS
True.
from your mom's phone or whoever's phone. But nowadays, like once you've said like what's For me, let me see. I don't think I've had a phone call. that's
Also,
long.
what's the longest conversation you've had with Mandem? Because I see babes more often than not posting up screenshots of their conversation with their friends, and they go for hours, like 3 hours on the phone, 4 hours on the phone.
I think for me it's different. There's people I can talk to on the phone for long. There's people I text, I don't call, and there's people I FaceTime. You
The
get?
only
Okay.
people who I speak to long on the phone is like my brother.
Yeah.
Like other than that, it's a quick yo, what go and this
family.
later.
But for me,
What about the ladies, though?
bruh, me, this,
Damn.
you know,
I'm coming to you. I'm coming
No,
to you.
no.
I'm coming to you, Neville.
you see, people all have different personalities. There's people you'll actually enjoy having a phone call
Conversation
with
with.
on the phone, right?
And
yeah.
usually those are the chicks that you're not trying to smash.
Yeah.
That you can just have a full on.
Or you know, like I've said, different personalities. It's so mixed up, right? So it's different personalities. There's people who will constantly call me and I'm like, yeah, okay.
Sour.
Cool.
That's it.
On. Yeah,
and then there's other people, yo, let me even pour myself a drink. You know what I mean?
put you on loudspeaker.
Yo, like move around, like Yoko in the
Yeah, he's on.
kitchen.
He's on.
Nini. Yeah,
What
I'm
about
like,
you,
I'm like,
Do you have
yo.
alcohol at home?
Huh?
Do you have alcohol at home?
Always.
Alcohol.
Yes. Just a random question.
Bruh, let me show you guys, right?
Okay, that's how
I'm just asking. Yes.
Such a politician.
this is from
A lot of
December.
alcohol.
A lot, eh?
Yeah.
This is from December.
I have no alcohol in my house.
As
You
a
know-
one brand ambassador,
You didn't give conscience something.
Conscience finished.
finished
Shivers.
everything.
Oh, it's finished. Shivers. Finished. And then,
This is
then,
day before yesterday.
and then at night.
Oh, you were
Wow.
packing?
So conscience.
Like, this is like different. Like, it's never.
Coming
Yeah, my
on-
house is full
on-
of Valentines, bro.
We have an exclusive interview with Conscience coming on the channel on Friday, right?
Exclusive.
I'm here
Conscience
for
comes
that.
to the house and he's like, "Yo, where have a drink?" I said, "I got like the shivers." My man is like, "Shivers, oh wait,
What's
bad, yeah,
up?
bad." By the time he's leaving, he's like, "Bomba clock."
Me
It's too
nice.
late.
Me good.
Yo,
My man's
Neville,
like,
what
"Yo, G,
about you?
what did she give me for drink?"
I want this. I like
Man,
that.
that was high blood.
He was nicely, eh?
Last
Nice.
year, I got to experience phone sex through FaceTime. Is it FaceTime sex or
This
something?
is video sex, bro.
Video sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, okay, yeah. Video sex, yeah. Yeah, iko sawa. Ulikuwa MVP last episode. I see you shooting. Steph Curry. But yeah, for last year I experienced instead of phone call kind of you're touching me nini a FaceTime, so that was different for me. So experiencing that in a different
Wow.
Haking, can you
Yeah, I
touch my
stand.
crown?
I
Touch
see.
my crown? Iko sawa.
What? Okay. Do you want to say
It
the
was a new
royal
kind of
penis is
experience.
clean, Your Highness, and we move on?
See, let me
Calvin.
get it. But yeah, so sometimes it is, but I'm not that guy who's on my phone like talking to someone all the time. But if necessary be, let me ask you this also. New Year's, there's something that used to happen always. It never used to be a miss. That 12 the midnight crossing over kiss. Happy New Year.
No, it's bro,
Yes.
it's not a thing.
It's you.
That's
No,
just
it
you.
was a thing a long
Where?
time. When you
Where?
would see even on television,
I-
when CNN would report guys at like Times Square crossing over there, they'd show
Whites.
guys kissing, yeah?
Whites.
No, there would also be black people.
Did you see that
guys
video?
used to kiss on New Year. Guys, come
I
on, comment
can-
section.
Yo,
You'll have never kissed on New Year's
have
when you were
never.
younger. When you were younger.
I have
Bro,
when you
never
were
kissed
younger.
on
Me, I
When
New
you
don't
were
know
Year's.
about this when I was younger.
Walai!
Fam,
Okay, are you
midnight. Me, I'm over there looking at fireworks.
Walai!
Walai.
No
What the
smooching.
fuck?
Oh, you did it. You did it.
Never.
Smooch is what?
Fam, never kissed at
Never.
midnight.
Joe, listen,
Never.
this is not for
I'm telling
fucking
you, bro,
clout.
that's just
like,
you.
what rule is this? At you have to. Yo, if I'm
That's
in the
just
guys.
guys. Yo.
No.
So do
That's
guys
not a
get like
Western
random
thing,
kisses
bro.
or what?
No, like if you're out with someone or if you're at a table and the vibes we're
I've
crossing
no, I've
over.
no kiss no one at midnight.
Nah,
For
no,
real?
No,
Yep.
not us, bro. Have you
you
seen that
fam,
video
wait.
of Nviri?
I've had
solo
I've
at
had an
midnight.
argument.
Grouchy.
I've had an argument
Grouchy,
at
come on.
midnight.
31st, I know. Before you've never kissed someone. Austin?
This is that. This is that missionary
I like
shit.
that. I
Don't
like
you
that.
dare know how to kiss.
I just
But it
know.
was a thing.
I just know.
in the movies.
I've been on the decks. I've been on the decks.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
what song was being played at New Year this time round?
Kiss me. No.
Kiss me through the phone, apparently.
At places where you were at.
Turn down for what was played by DJ John at
Milan.
Yeah,
At Melanin, what did
I
you play?
played a transition track into Cardi B's Up.
Up and
2022
stuck.
up. Yep. Yep.
Calvin, did you hear anything special?
Calvin, you.
Big
Crickets.
boys. Oh, cricket.
Yeah. No big boys.
I was at Melanin, so yeah.
Yeah.
Grouchy, what did you play? Or what did you hear? at Milan, the side B? It
It was a speech.
Those DJs who speech at midnight. Come on, please. This year, try to do better. Austin, you were at Milan? Or you weren't at Milan? Or you were sleeping?
You were asleep.
So crickets.
But you know, I want to
Bro.
talk about the guys who actually never go out on New Year's. There's actually a lot of people who are very superstitious about it. Like going out, if something happens.
Like you, Austin.
Austin, what's the superstition
yeah,
about?
a lot of people are like that. They want to go into.
Okay.
New Year's is actually easily the most chaotic night ever. Bro, like,
I know.
you see, man, everybody has a reason, excitement. You know, it's the, how would I put it? The realization of we can do it all over again. You know, the year's been tired. So it's like, you know, the New Testament and everything. So guys go out and you see this in literally every town. You get, like, you could be in Nyeri, you could be in Nakuru, where. So it's a most hectic night ever. Yeah, I remember driving on the fast in the morning, right? Like at 10 o'clock or something. Bare people staggering still, man.
On the road.
I'm like, jeez. Yeah.
It's a lot.
Crazy, man.
It's a
Crazy
Yeah.
time. But I'm glad that everyone is here.
Yes.
And you made it.
You made
to
it. Mama,
the
you
new
made
year.
it.
For real.
Yes.
Now, as is usual, before we get into the meat of the matter, pause. We talk about open mic, which is where you get to send in your questions and we hopefully answer them.
Yes, the first question, open mic, real simple. Which one would you want to be? A priest, a paid assassin, or a politician? Let's start with Calvin. Calvin, which one would you, if you had to choose out of the three? A priest, a paid assassin, and a politician. Who would you want to be?
I'd love to be a paid assassin.
Why?
Why?
Like Keanu Reeves?
Like, haven't you guys watched all of these movies about like paid assassins?
I can't imagine you
assassin.
killing
Without the
anyone,
dreads, though.
Calvin.
Without
No.
the dreads,
Well,
You'll drop
No,
evidence,
as
bro.
but you see, okay, if I was an assassin,
Calvin the assassin.
I'd have to like shave my dreads.
Okay.
Because you know you can't like go through, like you guys have watched the Bruce Willis in The Jackal, how he bleached his hair like
I
this,
haven't
like
watched
that.
The Jackal.
Or okay, something that you would understand.
The Kingsman.
Like Red or The Kingsman or
Kingsman,
something.
yeah.
Like all of those, like well-cut suits.
So,
Babes.
paid assassin, babes.
You know,
like a
James
Daniel
Bond.
Craig.
Like I've always liked how silencers on guns sound like.
Wow.
Can you
You get?
Can you
like
put a
saying,
James
yeah, I'm
Bond
sh-
theme
I'm
song
shocked.
for this guy?
Andy.
I'd be a politician.
Andy.
Politician,
I can
why?
do so much as
In
a
Kenya?
politician. So much. Yeah.
Well, like good shit.
Oh, like good shit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Acha.
Yeah, why not?
You can pray for
have
them
the
in
chance
tongues
to do
and shit.
something good. Yeah,
Nice.
why
So-
not do it?
So for you, it's just purely service to the people.
Yes,
Aye.
very altruistic.
What about you?
For me, I definitely have to be a paid assassin.
A paid assassin. Oh, I
paid
know that I
assassin for
believe.
real.
That I
A
believe.
paid assassin on the
Never
low.
was a
Backward,
paid
backward, bro.
assassin. How are you gonna reply to messages?
That's the thing.
Did you kill him?
I am dark. I'm in your living room
Can't
waiting
be
for you to
so
talk. And
You'd have more
The client doesn't
frustrated
even
people.
know.
The client
you see that
doesn't
black
know.
wall of yours? I'm just there
The
waiting for you to get out of Milan on a Thursday. If you have come with conscience, I take you.
But for me though, I'd
Yeah,
rather
which
be
one would you
definitely a politician.
Ah.
Because when you're a politician, you can do all of those. You can be a paid assassin, or
Yes, go
pay
on.
someone to assassinate someone. You can be in church on a weekend,
I like a priest.
A priest.
doing all of your Harambe shit. So you could, I'd be. Why politician enables you to do all of them.
I love
Potent
it.
ground.
I love it.
Potent
But you
ground.
know what? Like as a priest, you never have to use any of your money, right? Like you be saving for days.
Yeah, but
Like imagine the
And
alcohol.
what do you want to spend on?
Like a Catholic church, if
imagine
you're
the
if you're a
alcohol.
priest,
Yeah,
like
free alcohol.
where is all the wine
Altar-
going?
altar wine.
After you've put everything in everybody's
Yeah.
mouth, you just
Pause.
More drinks.
Yeah, but you know, a lot of priests who do that communion thing, and
They're
that
drunks.
whatever, they're all drunk.
yeah. I remember
It's
one
bad.
time one of them got high mid-service. I think I told you guys this before. He came for the third service. This is in high school, right? He was like, we're like,
You guys stay
Yo.
till the third service.
So here's the thing, right? Our service used to start at like 11 or something, 10:30. My man's been up since 7.
But let me
You
ask
get?
you,
And
as-
those pimp glasses are huge.
as
Altar
a priest, you're saying you're saving a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
For what? As a priest, how would you blow money as a priest?
Now that's when you pick up vices.
Like what now?
I don't know.
I'm sure you know.
Wait, do we have any Catholics in here? Okay, let me keep my mouth shut.
But
You
think
pick up
about, like,
some
on the
money
real,
for what?
on the real, like as a priest, you saved a lot of money.
We know what Catholics get up to.
I'm always choosing the wrong
Nikubaya.
ones for this. Can we move on? Salvage this.
Since we are in the spiritual kind of
Oh my
space,
goodness.
what is our take
You
on
like
manifest?
imagine me as a padre though.
Never.
Oh.
I'm never coming to that church.
No.
Never.
What is our take on what?
manifesting?
Manifest. Do you know what? I'm gonna tell you guys. Manifesting works.
Yes, true.
And let me tell you how it works. It doesn't work the way they do it on Twitter though.
That
When they have
one is
already booked the
pre-planned.
flights.
Twitter manifesting is
Trash.
I've booked a flight to Diani,
Yeah.
and then I tweet manifesting a beach right now.
But you know what? The people reading that tweet don't care. All they care about is you manifested. So keep tweeting.
Well, let me tell
I'm
you
here
something.
for it.
Let me tell you something, right? And recently, I've been trying to. I'm usually a very cautious person, like in terms of planning, right? Lately, I've been trying to live by one mantra, and the mantra is, God will bless you as far as your eye can see, as your eyes can see.
So that is a good way of saying January has hit.
No. We'll come back to that.
That's a good way to say it,
We'll
money.
So basically, all right, let me give you an example,
Yeah.
right? As you all know, I moved house recently. So I had a designer, and in my mind, I had a particular budget, a very conservative budget of what he could spend on the house. He went 4 times over the budget. Fam, I don't know where the money came from, but somewhere along the line, while he was doing this thing, there were people who owed me money who paid. There were people who did this. So somehow we got through it. The point I'm trying to make is that for me, I think, like for example, at the moment I'm not manifesting a new car, but I want like a new car, and I believe I'm going to get a new car. I don't know where it's going to
Nice.
come or how it's going to come,
Nice.
but I believe I'm going to get a new car.
Yeah.
And that's me saying to the universe, this is what I want, and I hope
I'll get it.
that I get it.
Yeah, same here. I've been like lately. What's in my heart a lot has been that I'm gonna get a new job eventually, especially this year.
Amen.
I've just
Amen
been
to
thinking
that,
about it
bro.
a lot. So also me just putting it out there that
I think you'll be on air before the end of the first quarter.
amen
Easy.
to that.
Amen.
We're manifesting. We're
Amen.
putting it out there. Calvin, what do you think of manifesting? And do you manifest?
The guy that covers like manifesting this for broke people.
No, funny enough.
Do you know me?
I got the potato.
What I do is, so every year, I'll probably write down like maybe 5 or 6 things.
Nice.
Write them or think about them. You get? Then I'll just go towards them. I don't know whether that's manifesting.
Well, you see,
Some
you
sort
guys
of-
see
It's a way of manifesting.
my
Yeah.
whiteboard out there.
Yeah, the vision.
I can tell you something, and it's crazy how I'll write shit down on that whiteboard, and somehow
They come to pass.
they come to pass. I think if you put the energy you put out to the universe,
Yeah.
it comes back in.
Yeah.
So like I'm saying, these guys on social media have fucked up manifesting because they've changed the game.
Yeah.
Like manifested a trip to Ghana.
Manifesting wine
Yeah,
that
but
popcorn.
again, bro, it doesn't really matter because it was working regardless. Like, do you think I care that you paid for the trips?
biryani.
Of course, the money had to come from somewhere.
No, I get it. But what I'm saying, the point I'm making is, like, fam, if I go out there and I book a flight to Diani, why am I gonna try and come and make it a spiritual thing on Twitter by saying, "Oh my gosh,
it.
I'm so stressed in Nairobi, I'm manifesting"? No, you've already booked the flight, motherfucker.
Just keep quiet.
Relax.
All right, it should be I am going to Diani, not manifesting.
I like that. So, open mic questions where you send in your questions and we get to them. This is, people trust us with their business. Yes, we've had a few ups and downs here, and here's another one. Happy New Year, everyone. At the mics are open. If possible, please discuss this on the podcast. This is Kendi Kinoti, and she says, I met this guy I met this guy who seemed mentally stable. We started dating, which included going out for coffee dates and eating out. He paid for our first date, which was a coffee date. And the next date, I invited him to dinner. And as expected, I paid. That's a queen. Thank you very much. And I'm fine with that. Moving forward, he started inviting me to places and not paying. Once the bill comes, he'd look away, go to the washroom, push it my way. I felt that I was being misused because he should have told me in advance that I was going to pay. He is financially stable and is always having meals in expensive places. I think she missed off without me. I don't mind paying for my man, and when he is financially down especially, I have stepped away from the guy. What do you guys think? Have I overreacted? Tell Nev not to make fun of me. Too late. He wants to, yes, if he wants to keep his teeth.
Well,
yes,
well.
what do you guys think?
So here's the thing, first of all. Like she said, right? She paid for a couple meals.
Yes.
He paid for one coffee.
A king.
A king ruling in the new year.
Right? That's
Invest
so,
and reap the benefits.
so my,
Lots of benefits.
So my thing is this. If she's saying that he's financially stable, that means that he's okay.
Yeah, eating at lavish.
And I'll just say to, what's her name?
Kendi Kinoti.
Kendi, you don't get rich by spending money. There's a
That's
reason that
yeah.
he has money.
That's how rich people stay
Because
rich.
he's not spending money on you.
Yes.
So don't worry. He is technically planning for your future.
Shabang, Calvin, what's going on in your yard? Is she
Yo.
overreacting?
No, she's not. Definitely. You know, every time I say definitely, I just think about that Instagram. Definitely, if you see me here, I am not here to.
Harry, I'm not having a good time.
But technically, here's the thing, right? The guy's definitely seen, here's an easy thing. That's it. Yeah, he's like, I don't have to do nothing, right? You know, there's actually women who will be like, no. Listen, you ask me out, you have to pay it.
Yeah.
You get like, there's women who will dress you down and be like, so
you
in this
gotta do
case,
But
this
there are
will-
also women
who will be like,
who spend money.
Yeah.
Especially they like the dude.
Exactly.
And there
there's
are
also,
dudes who take the piss as well.
I think that is the only like qualification. If she likes you, she spends money on you. If she
Yeah.
doesn't, too bad.
but it's
Relative.
it's yeah, but also there's also women who, and this goes both ways. Case in point, right? There's women and men, and let me start in this context: men
Mandem.
who will use women,
Yeah.
and so on and so forth. But in this case, clearly, if the man is out there financially stable, he's
eating
just
at
in
nice
this babe.
restaurant.
I ain't having to struggle. She'll
Yeah,
be
people
there.
from
What? Yeah, it's as simple as that. I
Honest
think.
to them.
Run.
Yeah.
Run.
Take the
Do
hill.
not look.
Kuna
Remember
go
what
hills.
happened to Lord's wife. Do not look behind.
Yeah.
Run.
You turn to a pillar of salt.
You have the red flags right in front of you. You're not overreacting. You're good. Just run.
Hey, Andy, come on now.
But is it, I mean, end of the day, like, I mean, she said that she spent money on dude.
Yeah.
So, I mean, end of the day, like, maybe, like Calvin said, maybe that he says this, because, you know, there are dudes out there who will definitely, like, live in your pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So-
There are dudes who will take
Easy.
advantage of such situations, and there are some dudes who are just like, oh, maybe even the guy is not interested like that. You know, you might
Run.
be pushing an agenda, and maybe the mandem is not like
But
that.
as all journalists over here, both sides of the coin would be interesting to hear what the mandem is saying.
yes. Three
You get, yeah. There's always another angle. Yeah.
Other Yangalia from another side. All right. Last one here on Open Mic by Mark Bruce. He says, hey guys, hope you all are doing well. Happy New Year. I sent something to the till number. Hope you all saw it.
I didn't.
Backroom.
Service.
Check for Mark Brew.
Yo, can we
open
get
the
receipts,
server.
by the way?
Receipts for all till numbers. We know
Yeah.
the real ones, but thank you very much if you did that. Wishing you also a happy new year. My question to the mandem is, if you happen to be strolling around with your babes and then she bumps into a friend, would you stand and wait as they have a conversation or keep walking? Keep walking, bro. Unasiva.
Natembea na Yesu.
You're walking with your partner, you're walking with your babes, and they meet, someone who they know. Are you
what
standing
you do
by
is,
their side?
depending on how animated the conversation is,
Yeah.
you hold her bag. What?
A handbag, boy.
Nah, I mean, you know what? That's an interesting one because it happens.
It happens a
Happens
lot.
You keep walking.
But wait, let me...
Toxic.
Okay, let's answer this situation because there's also a flip side to this. If she meets a guy who, Drake said it in the lyrics, there's some hugs or some way.
I know them types of hugs.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
let's first answer this. How do you feel about that? Do you keep walking when someone meets someone they know, or you just stand there by the side waiting to be drawn
I'm a
into the
polite kind
conversation?
of homie. 1 minute max. That's all you got.
Oh, for
No, 1
real?
minute.
Yeah,
man.
one
remove
minute.
the time.
What the fuck, bro? Yo, 1 minute max.
Come on.
Yo, listen,
Yeah.
it's our time, right? You can pick a number and fall in line. Simple as that.
Wow, wait your turn.
No, like here's the thing.
It's my time now.
I've made a reservation, right, for us guys to go out for a meal. Then Neville is out on the fucking
With the
street.
vibes.
You haven't seen that. Yo,
Yeah,
what's up?
you know what's up. You know what
Wait a
time
minute,
it
wait a
is.
minute, wait a
Shut
minute.
up.
Has she bumped into a female friend or a male friend?
I don't care.
Is that a female friend or a male friend?
Either.
It's okay. That's what I'm saying. For this one, she just said she bumps into a friend. He didn't
Let's
specify.
answer for both.
But that's why I'm saying let's answer for
Female
both.
friend?
Yes, it's
What's going to happen is you're going to be like, hi, this is my friend, blah, blah, blah. You say, all right, cool, nice to meet you.
Introductions.
I'm just up here.
Keep it moving.
Man friend, you stop.
One minute max.
It's like,
But-
not even a
come
minute. It's like act like you don't know that nigga.
Why the
Yo,
insecurities, man?
Let me edit. Like if
Let me edit.
Let me edit.
Backtrack. GIF. Yeah, let's go.
Yo, if a friend is fire, yo, what's up? Let's all get to know each other.
Our table, we have a kajin.
But before you wrap up on that, at the end of the day, it's going to have to come from the body language of the chick you're with. Because say you're holding hands or something, she knows how long it's gonna take. She knows how you feel about maybe standing around or something like that. So you're gonna have to just read the body language. Because if she wants you there with her, she's probably gonna still hold
Have
you like,
guys,
oh,
I
man.
mean, I've told this story before in the pod, but have you guys ever been with a chick and then bumped into a chick that you've smashed and they've known each other? Yeah. You've never. I told that story in the pod many times. More than once.
Yeah. But so what, bro?
Nah,
Okay.
you
So
gotta
what,
keep
bro?
it moving. You don't want
Okay.
that shrapnel.
And they
up
know
on
each
your
other
head
very
top.
well.
Nah.
Hey, we have to act mature. We have to be grown-ups about this. Because is it gonna be awkward forever? Nah.
No, but hold on, but your girl doesn't know you've smashed this chick.
Now that's you. I
Oh,
can't relate.
for
I'm
fuck's
sorry.
sake,
I can't relate. Never been there.
It's only happened. It only happened once.
Still can't
Like,
relate.
like every weekend.
Never unasema aje.
Hey, damn, this situation, as I said, if she just met her pal, they've not seen each other from primary, blah 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 blah. As G said, introductions, I'll be looking for a table or I'll be up there, I'll be seated, blah blah
Yes,
blah.
yes.
But if it's the Mandem, yo,
You're staying.
I'm loitering around and making sure my title is known.
It's dropping.
If I'm the Mandem, man, the one paying for the meal, like,
And you know, if she,
Come on.
if you guys are dating, like you guys are like in a relationship, and she hey, hi, this is Neville, my friend Neville.
oh, it's over.
What do you mean it's over?
No, Andy. Andy will be on the area.
No, listen. She'd be like, oh, hi, this is my friend Neville. You bitch, rewind that shit. Yo, what?
You know what? It's like we were out with Andy one time, and for the table we were at, the one across, there was a lady who knew me. So when we were giving each other, there's that eye, there's usually that eye, I don't know what you
Contact,
call it.
yeah.
We're speaking through our eyes before we actually talk. So when before we were talking, on her table, she had a guy dude who was all over her. But when she came to talk to me,
Grabbing her ass and shit.
okay, hugging, getting one or two dances here
But
and there.
later on, he was getting cozy with the booty, bro.
So-
I'm not gonna lie.
So when eventually Girldem came over and said hi to me and was blah 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 blah, she was like, you don't need to worry about this guy. He's my friend. So can you imagine you're in a situation like that?
Okay, sorry.
Hey, chill.
Do you know what? That was terrible. That was terrible to watch.
I mean, you should have said, real life test. You asked the lady, okay, cool. With consent, can I grab your ass and let's see whether this guy will be okay?
That's your go-to.
Let's
Let me
test
grab
let's
your
test
ass.
this friend. I'll be a
the
gentleman.
consent test.
I'll be a gentleman and say you said he's a friend. But the way things were being shown, I'll ask for consent and be like, hey, lady, please, right? You know I like you and everything. But the way things were looking, can I grab your ass and see whether the man is going to be okay? And if the man says, sensei,
let me tell you the
Would be
saddest
alright.
thing about this situation is later on when you notice the guy's body language around her, you can definitely tell that
It's not a
this
friend.
he knows this is not a friend.
Him, he knows.
for sure. I am out here with this shorty.
Yeah.
is it
Because
just me?
she only came to talk to Neville when he's gone maybe to get something or something of the sort. So when he comes back, he has to wait for her to stop talking to Neville. And then it looks like maybe an introduction.
Neville,
and all
how many
that.
homes you out here reckon, bro?
Bruh,
Yeah, I know.
you have no idea.
Okay,
Who's on the
subscribe.
lockdown?
Yeah, who's on the lockdown? Lockdown the relationship.
So, by the way, the lockdown is
Cause
not
the-
on air tonight.
Cause the mess.
The lockdown is not on air tonight.
Oh, for real?
Lockdown is not
No.
even there to help you, bro.
So the lockdown, I tried to bail out. There's no lockdown tonight. There's no wake up call tomorrow morning.
Aye, aye, aye.
Grouchy's on 21 days leave.
Hey.
Damn, which leads me to the question. When is the mics are open taking a break?
Guys are not ready for that. I don't think. Guys
What
are
do you
ready.
mean? Of course, guys are gonna say they're not ready for that because
Bro.
they want the content.
Do you know when
I
No, but
suggest
we
that
can
we
do-
go on
we
break
can
with
decide
Grouchy.
now, we can decide
Let's
now.
go on break with Grouchy. I want to go to path 2.
Australia
teams.
Hey.
We've never taken a break.
Huh?
We've never taken a break.
Yeah, I suggest we take a break.
Show of hands, we can vote for it right now.
I know I'm going to lose
Right
this.
now.
I know I'm going to lose this.
feel like this is gonna be a loser.
So
Yeah.
you want to take a break? Like for how long? 2 weeks? A week?
No,
He's asking.
I'm just asking.
this is too good at this. I know the interview is
knows-
this,
No,
that,
I'm just
bro.
asking. Like if we're doing it live,
for the whole mics are open.
yes.
It's a democracy
It's not
thing,
only for
guys.
you.
Then
There's 4 of us, so we can just vote.
why are you looking at me?
You're the
There's
first
6 of
one.
us.
You proposed
You're the
it.
first one.
yeah.
proposed it.
Okay,
Yeah.
by show
How
of
long?
hands.
But how long though? You gotta
So
say,
just
how long?
say,
What are we voting? 2
nobody's
weeks?
gonna kill you.
No, let's take a week break.
Like next week.
Yeah.
Calvin,
Like-
what'd you say?
Like next week.
It's all right.
Damn.
Yeah.
You say cool?
She's gonna bring this on.
Jeez, take it.
She's going
No,
to
me,
break.
I'm for no break.
She's gonna
365
bring this on.
appearances.
No, guys,
just-
no,
it's
no.
easy.
Seriously, it's easy.
Yeah.
No, this
like,
feels-
like, listen.
No.
Like,
Let
bro,
me.
Listen, this is like blue magic. You
No.
remember Denzel in American
Let
Gangster?
me let me
They
explain
know this
something to you.
crack.
Anytime your parent comes to present something that you have
What?
been asking for, but okay, not that I've been asking or that I've
Extreme.
been asking that we go for a break or something. It just came up. But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But
okay,
when-
Andy, do you want to break?
No. Hold on. Wait.
Because no,
When-
you have all right to say this because you are the
All
only person
appearances.
who has never ever missed an
No
episode.
injury,
of
no
the-
nothing.
I
Of the
know
mics.
I know when I want to take a break.
Oh, so you want to take a break now?
No, not now. I
What
know
the fuck
when.
are we talking about?
No,
then?
gee, I just said you're the one who was suggesting next week. That's too soon,
Oh, so when you
bro.
want to take it then?
Bro, it's a
What-
democracy thing.
January.
Yeah, but it's a
Take it now.
democracy thing.
So we won't be here next week. Yeah?
Because of Andy, spam his,
Is that what we're
his
saying?
DM.
We won't be here next week.
Do you want us to go on break next week?
Me, I'm easy, banner.
All right, fine. Let me just break this up because you all are looking like you're versusing. This Jay-Z versus beef. Me, I want to have it with some Hovengers. Because Jimani, you have an autograph, photos, blah, blah, blah. Also, you're a Hovenger, yes? Anybody could beat Jay-Z at a versus.
Why are you gonna do that?
Anybody could beat Jay-Z at a
Oh, shout
versus.
out to subscribers, by the way.
yes.
50,000.
50,000.
50K.
Oh yeah, that was massive, huh?
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
shout
of
out.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So continue.
Jay-Z, when he came out on Twitter Spaces, I know we didn't have this conversation in length, but we're music heads, so we can have like a small kabif kidogo. Jay-Z went on Twitter Spaces and said, yo, nobody's beating me in a verses. And it got a lot of people in their feelings, especially us guys who love music some more. So I have a whole list. I have Lil Wayne giving. I have Future giving Jay-Z a hard time. I have
Neville, are you sure you wanna go
I'm
down
going
this
down
road?
it. I'm going down. I have maybe
Kodak Black?
No.
Okay.
No, Kodak Black is
Okay.
out of the question totally. Lil Wayne, I had him giving Jay-Z a hard time. Yeah,
Drake.
he has
I know you
more
wanna say
probability.
Drake.
Okay, can I-
Oh, of course, Drake
I know.
is
Can I
shelling Jay-Z.
comment? Can I
No
make
lie.
a comment?
GG, take this one away, please.
I just want to take a comment, right?
Yeah.
Who's the best footballer you've ever seen play?
Ever seen play?
Or who's your favorite footballer?
Damn, I'm biased. CR7.
CR7, okay. Now, I'm going to tell you that before CR7,
Yeah.
you had Zinedine Zidane. You had
Pele. Maradona.
You had Maradona. You had
Ronaldo.
Thierry
Fat
Henry.
Ronaldo, right? The fact of the matter is, you may not have seen those guys play as much as you've seen CR7.
Yeah.
So therefore, you're going to be skewed towards CR7 because he represents your generation.
Yeah.
As someone who's seen like
Yes.
what Jay-Z did from
1996.
Yeah.
Reasonable
present
doubt.
day,
Yeah.
I can tell you, Jay-Z is quite within his rights to feel, and I'll tell you why. Because Jay-Z has excelled not just in hip-hop. So he has excelled in life. Now, let's talk about numbers. If you want to talk numbers, it can't be a coincidence that our brother's got 21 Grammys. Like, it can't just be an accident. Many of those Grammys would have been given before Drake was on the scene, before whoever else was on the scene. It doesn't make them any less important. When you talk about sales numbers, the only people, like he said in one of his songs, the only people who are selling numbers, the only people who have sold numbers like Jay is Eminem and
Juice.
that's Nelly. Nelly back in the day.
Yeah.
So it's an unfair, like definitely Future, no. Weezy and Jay-Z head to head, not gonna tell a lie. Where
Sweat.
Jay-Z would still win, but Weezy has got a right to be called the great as well, without a doubt. Because
And I'm not disrespecting Hov,
From
please.
Hot Boys,
Yeah, from Hot Boys all the way.
Because Weezy's been there from his 13 years old.
Get
you
it
know what I'm
right.
saying?
I'm
to even
not
drop in-
disrespecting
Yeah,
Jay-Z. I
yeah.
understand. And as you've said, for me, I haven't gone back and watched Maradona or Pele played, but I have gone back and listened to the blueprint. I have gone back
Bro.
and appreciated all that Jay-Z has done. I'm not even taking away. Please, before you come for me and tell me, oh, it's Jay-Z, Nini, I appreciate all the contribution Jay-Z
Bro.
has done. But the fact that he can come out and say, and we've seen it, if you've watched Versus for real, and you've seen two groups come out, it's not about who has the many millions, who has done ABs. It's about 20 songs head to head. Whichever song you pick, that's what determines who wins the verses. Everything else, everybody is great.
But
Lil
then-
Wayne is great,
but-
Jay-Z is great.
but-
20 songs,
Yeah, but now I'm
Jay-Z
saying-
is getting shelled.
No, but what I'm trying to say to you, right, in this internet generation,
Yeah.
if you put Jay-Z up against Drake, right, in this internet generation, or you put Usher up against Chris Brown,
Bieber or some
isn't the internet generation gonna win?
Always.
So the fact,
Always.
but the fact of the matter is, like when I say to you that Reasonable Doubt was important for hip hop, not just because of the cuts or the music, but it was an independent album that came in and changed the game.
Yeah.
They helped put New York back on the map. Fam,
I
what?
hear-
And it's
I
coming
hear-
from
I-
that
I
era
think-
of, you know, Juicy, Notorious, and them, right? Coming from all of that.
Fam,
Bro.
I
When
think
you
I
think-
hear what Neville is saying. It's the entertainment value that's
Right.
being brought on the
no,
table.
but also it's entertainment value, but it's also who's listening. But the thing about it is, I'm younger. I'm older than you
Amen.
guys, right? So the fact of the matter is, I manifested. I experienced Jay-Z at his heights. I've experienced Weezy at his heights. I've experienced Drake at his heights, and I can tell you, it's 3 different types of heights.
Yeah.
But my thing is this: when you've said 20, you said 20 or 10 songs.
20. Back
20
to back.
songs.
let's say
Yeah,
20
head to
songs.
head.
Bruh,
Yeah.
20 songs, Hove actually has them.
Yes,
No,
and
you
also,
get- we're
and
not
also
denying-
Drake.
yeah,
he's not
We're
denying
not
that.
Drake. I'm
Yeah.
just saying,
Yeah.
the Ubayatuya, the badness with the picking of the songs is what matters the most. If Jay-Z doesn't pick a good enough song
Yeah.
that is gonna match up to, like if Lil Wayne puts up Lollipop and Jay-Z decides to pick a freestyle from one of his albums, he'll definitely, that will be like
And
one
that-
nil.
that's the
But you
internet
see,
era
like
that
for
Z's
me,
talking
if I
about
look,
now.
if I look
Yeah.
at bringing back this whole Jay-Z conversation, right? Snoop DMX, the late DMX,
Yes,
when they
RIP.
did that, right? You could see
mutual
how
respect.
Snoop
Yeah.
would Chomoa song. DMX is like,
Generation
yo, when this
nicing.
dropped, we were out here, what, right? So you see, for Jay-Z, there will be a vacuum which is going to be like a decade.
Because, for example, let's use Drake as an example,
Yeah.
right?
That's 2 decades
when
right there.
Drake drops Kiki, do you love me?
Yeah.
And everyone's going mad, right? And then Jay-Z drops Song Cry. niggas gonna be
I
like,
can't see him going down my eyes. What?
niggas be like, what? What is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
But you see, in terms of emotion,
In terms of
yeah.
So it's like comparing oranges to apples.
Yes.
So that's why, for example, great point you brought up there. That's why DMX would go up against Snoop.
Yeah.
So you can't put Jay-Z up against Drake because it's just nonsense. That's like putting Beyonce up against
No.
Like Aretha
Rihanna.
Franklin or some shit.
Aretha Franklin.
How? You get?
Oh, so
Whitney Houston.
It has to be as in my music catalog. You get? Has to.
thank you.
there.
Now, personal opinion. Can anyone go against Jay-Z? Personal opinion. Be biased,
I-
please.
when you
Be
say go
biased.
against, you mean
I
even
think-
making
I
him
think,
sweat
like-
is also part of it.
Like if we're doing it in terms of for the entertainment value of it, let's chuck all of that success. The late DMX would have been a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because DMX and
97,
Jay-Z,
98?
97, 98, 99,
Aye.
2000, those guys were like
Toe to toe.
were toe to toe. You know what I'm trying to say?
Even Eminem, when he now said, Marshall
first
Mathers,
two
what,
albums, maybe.
yeah, you can see.
I would say like Jay-Z doesn't need to do
a
a
versus.
versus.
Yeah.
Yeah. None of
but
these guys do.
If he did a versus against Nas,
Oh, that would be worth it.
The beef would really
That would be.
because
that'd be a good one.
Like when Jay-Z plays Dead Presidents, he sampled Nas on that song.
Yeah.
You know,
It's gonna
and
be
then when Nas comes out and drops like New York State of Mind, like those are seminal. Like Nas just needs to come and do Illmatic.
What do you, yeah, when Nas plays Ether, what is your man playing?
Fam, you know what? No, let me tell you. When Nas plays Ether, and I'm gonna tell you why Ether and Takeover are very different.
Okay.
The Takeover, before Jay dropped the Takeover, there was a few back and forths between Nas and Jay-Z off the record, freestyles, white labels, nothing that guys like. Even there's a song even before when Nas had a freestyle called H to the Homo.
Oh, yeah.
Calling out Jay-Z, you get me?
It wasn't surface.
Yeah, it was a white label, one of those underground K-Slate tracks or whatever, right? Ether was amazing because
Commercial
Takeover had
viability.
created such a massive statement for Jay-Z that was Jay-Z. You know what? Jay-Z's Takeover, that was his Vibes Cartel moment. You know when Vibes Cartel dropped Dancehall Hero? If me no shit them can every style where we have them one. That was the equivalent of Jay-Z dropping Takeover, saying, I'm at the top of my game and I'm the shit, right? I remember personally as a fan of Nas saying to Semtex, bro, I don't think that Nas can come back from this. The fact that Nas came back from it is the story.
Yeah.
So that's the bigger story.
That's the bigger story.
Okay.
But if you compare both songs, like if you listen to Takeover,
It's a dope tune.
Jigga man with it.
yeah,
get, like-
and the fact that in Takeover, Jay-Z went after Mobb Deep. I don't care if you're Mobb Deep. You little fuck, I got money stacks bigger than you. When I was pushing weight back in
Shrapnels.
88, you were a ballerina. I got the pictures I've seen you. And then he performed at Summer Jam in New York and then put a picture of Prodigy on the stage doing in a dance outfit.
You know,
Hip hop movement.
You know,
It's
if we're gonna use those two, Nas, Jay-Z, right? It's like now Asker is sitting here and talking about Prince and MJ.
Damn, now
Oh, wow.
you'll have lost some people when you go Prince and
Generational.
MJ.
I guess-
Yeah.
Because the thing about it is, we can
There's
turn around
that as well.
and say it. We
Yeah.
can turn around and say some guys will say, if you want to go generationally,
Yeah.
some guys will say Prince.
You get?
Because Prince played all of his own shit. Prince was in the fight with the record label for
Oh,
his
remember
masters.
the video you played me? Him throwing the guitar.
Oh,
Shit.
Prince was a talent.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was a talent, but he was a pop talent. You know?
From the age of,
So verses must be amongst peers. It must never be amongst eras.
Yeah.
It must be amongst peers. And I think Nas can go against Jay-Z. I think Busta Rhymes can go against Jay-Z.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that he's a great... Bro, when Busta was dropping those videos for those Hype William, Give Me Some More and all those Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See. Jay-Z never had big songs like that in the club.
True, yeah.
Those
he
were
did.
bigger songs.
Yo, Busta was out early, bro.
Busta had bigger
Busta was out
hip hop
early.
songs of that era than even Jay.
Okay, now that we've said it's about, what did you say? It's about
Catalog.
peers. Okay, since we're talking peers, right? Diddy, Dr. Dre, producers.
No comparison. Dre all day.
Of course.
Dre all day.
But think about it. This is at the height of it.
Dre
East
needs
Coast,
to pick
West
the
Coast,
right
right?
East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah.
But
Ray needs to pick the right songs.
like, so does Diddy.
Yeah.
So does Diddy.
And
'cause-
but then you gotta look deeper than that. Both of them defined the sound of their coast.
Yeah.
Because like to this day, when you hear a Dre beat,
You know it's a Dre. It's a Dre beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diddy had all of the gloss, the marketing skills. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I mean, end of the day, like peers amongst peers, but at the same time, I just think that I'm not of the school of thought that we need. And that's why I don't even do sound clashes as a DJ. Like every time someone calls me and they're like, "Yo, we need to clash with this guy," I'm like, "Dude, you can't pay me to clash with another DJ." Because my thing about it is we need to get away from that whole era of someone needs to be better than someone. Because guess
Yeah,
what? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, end of the day, I'm not trying to say that there's a lack of competition. Be competitive.
Yeah.
But I need to acknowledge, like, look, like it's like fully focused, right? We're all in the same era. I used to, like when he used to come and he used to do shows at Homeboys, and John come and does his shows, and we used to do shows together, right?
Or Christmas Day.
I know that Fully is a very different DJ from me. But I'll give him his props for what I'll always give him his props for what he does. I know John's a very different DJ from me, and John and Fully and all of that era, they're all different.
Yeah, very
But
true.
they're all fucking legends.
Very true.
You know what I'm trying to
Very
say?
true. Yeah.
But I got a dub plate with all of their names, just in case.
we still want that verses.
Yeah, as we transition out of this and save the ladies who are going
yeah.
away because
Oh, yeah,
of
ladies are like,
the
what the
music
fuck?
talk. And
Don't
the work's
worry.
drying up.
Give them something.
I saw Shad Moss put up a lot on his social media.
That's Bow Wow, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bow Wow. And one, besides complaining that he's single at the age of 35 and he now wants to get cuffed, something that he'd put up earlier on was the fact that he's already broken his one resolution that he'd locked in on. And that was to stay away from alcohol from a while. But boom, festive mood, festive spirit. And then
Right.
he went all in. And I was thinking, damn, is it that no one is locking in on anything specific, or are we just afraid to admit that maybe deep down we have some resolutions, but maybe we're trying not to jinx them by saying that I have this and this
You
resolution?
know what? I think resolutions get less and less important the older you get. Like for me, my resolution this year, very simple, was to give up sugar. You know, no sugar in my coffee, no sugar in my tea. But guess what? It's fuck all to do with like, it's a health thing, isn't it? Like, it's one of them ones
It's
that
not
like, okay,
about, oh, Andy's
it's
going to
like-
judge me.
yeah,
because I said.
it's a health thing, you know. But all of those years I'm talking about, by this year I'm gonna buy a new apartment, all that fucking bullshit. That's something rubbish.
I liked.
it.
There was a conversation. There was a conversation the other day on Twitter, which was actually very eye-opening. Right. So it was different guys in like, middle-aged men and women talking about. Oh, one of them that stuck with me was, remember Ronnie Osumba. He was
Peter Kenneth's running
Peter
mate.
Kenneth's running mate, right? Big hot shot at Safaricom, what. He tweeted and said, at the age of 30, I had 3 kids, wife, job at Safaricom, manager, what. At the age of 35, I had 3 acres, and
It's like
it
that,
might be a
And then
bit
something
changed,
about it,
right?
so you lost it all.
Yeah, and at the age of 40, I had nothing. Only thing I had was 3 kids, and I saw guys share all of that, and guys were
even the
sharing
wife-
like the different truths, right? And they were like, oh, at the age of this, I don't have no savings, I don't have no land, what. And those things, I was reading all of them, and I'm like, bruh, these are the actual majority real stories. The success stories are very,
Few and far between.
very few, right? Like for me, I didn't read it to be like, oh shit, I should relax, right? But I was like, okay, shit, it actually feels good to be human.
Well, I mean, like I said, and that's why I say to that as you get older,
Yeah.
those resolutions, because life changes that you need to make are just life changes that you need to make. And at the end of the
Yeah.
day, it's like one thing I will tell you, and I mean, and to give anybody hope, even if you're in a dark place, is that your life can change in 365 days, in less. So you can find, end of the day, you could be having the worst time of your life. And just one thing, man, I've seen guys who you see them 10 years ago and you're like, what a waste, man. And you see them later, it's like, what happened, man? I got this break, I did this, I did that. I don't want to mention there's a DJ's name. There's a guy who's a DJ, right? And when I met this guy, he was trying to do mixes on Uptown Radio, which is, say, Uptown is 10 years ago plus, right? This guy, lost touch with him. And he's doing his thing, blah, blah, blah. He called me for a couple conventions, things he was doing. Next thing I know, my man's opened up like car dealerships and stuff. And he's selling cars. And now when we speak, he's on such an upward trajectory. The point I'm trying to make is, at some point he was just trying to hustle to get mixed on the station. Now he's hustling about like car dealerships and hotels and stuff. So your life can change, and life is a journey. And the thing about it is, at the end of the day, too many of us want instant success. Like you want the success now, man. In my own life, I've had highs, I've had lows, and I'm willing to accept the highs and the lows, because the highs were high and the lows were low. But right here, as long as we have a middle ground, and you're alive. As my grandmother always said, from there's life, there's hope, you know?
Yeah, and with the highest mountains, you find the deepest valleys. Yeah, man. That's what make the mountains.
Yeah, even like for me, when it comes to a situation like this, I just think of the journey, as G has said. Like when I watched Michael Jordan documentary on Netflix, The Last Dance, to me, what stood out is what the little stories that got Michael Jordan to where he is. They're not wanting to go to the Jordan shoe deal. Him being convinced last minute. You know, the little nitty gritties. You know, the little food poisonings, they're playing with, those little things. That's the same way we all have. You know, people might be seeing us here and you're like, damn, those guys started a YouTube. Now they're at 50,000 subscribers. They are moving. I should be like them. Nah, there was a journey where we didn't have all the lights, all the cameras. You know, it was one step at a time. You know, just like a friend of mine moved out recently and now he only has a plastic chairs he's sitting with in the living room. And he feels uncomfortable inviting guys. But I was telling him, bro, we all started with nothing in the house. And then guys, slowly you buy a small kamat, and then you build the 32. And then now you got the 90-inch. And, even Grouchy was not smiling like the way he smiles at the lockdown. The smile wasn't like that. Kitambo ukiona TBT ya Grouchy utalia. But also something that I appreciated this last year as we were crossing over to this year was the fact that I'm not that guy who loves, people come up to us and they're like, yo, you guys are doing well, the mics are open, you guys are the best, you guys are my, but I didn't usually like that. But then someone pulled me to the side on New Year's and they told me, yo, Neville, I listened to you guys when I was at a dark place, when I couldn't get ABC, and the laughs that you guys had, the things you all talked about, they got me to somewhere, like to the shore of me getting to some help and getting to that. So for me, if that's the situation, I condone it. Thank you everyone who shows us love when we meet out there, but reduce on the drinks. Not always you buy drinks.
Oh
for us.
no, I'm here for it. Yeah,
I think
we'll receive the love, however it comes.
I just think that like the only thing you need to resolve for yourself this year is to resolve to be the best you can be.
True.
Try to chase health if you can. And that's everything else will fall into place. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves that is very unnecessary.
Do you know what I mean?
Hella.
Because tomorrow morning the sun's gonna still shine.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God, it's been a good one.
That's it.
The first episode. It's
How long was that?
Are we
1 hour.
we good?
Yeah.
Oh.
Gee,
already.
You've gotten a lot of accolades, and they've also tried to take some accolades away from you, like bringing in artists, and all that from Jamaica, the UK, and lately someone said, I blame Zimani for Kenyan saying Mandem. Are you taking this one?
For Mandem?
Yes. Are you taking Mandem?
I blame the mics are open.
Come on.
Winchester, we are here.
You're not taking it?
No, I mean, we used to use it on air for so long before it was common.
It's become
knowledge.
normal now.
Yeah. Mandem, gal them.
All of that.
That's UK culture. That's a step up of UK culture.
Since we're also going into that, let me ask a question. Oh, I'm going to say it in Kiswahili first and then I'll throw it to you.
Subtitles for Jimani.
Dawa ya ex ni, You know the way, like, in Kiswahili we have the wahangers. You know the way you say Jamaican saying. We usually say dawa ya moto ni moto. Fire, yeah. So now someone just tweeted us and was like, dawa ya X ni.
What's a remedy for next?
Yeah. What's the remedy for next?
That
you go
translation was taken away.
Dawa ya X
Yeah.
ni.
What is the X the problem?
Are we following?
What is the remedy for next? Like if you have a flu, what's a remedy for a flu?
What's the remedy for a flu?
Yes, what's a remedy for next?
An X maybe
For
who
an
is persistent. Yeah.
Oh.
What's your remedy? Calvin, I'm coming
like, as
to
in
you.
like someone who's just bugging you.
Yeah, an X, a persistent X.
Yeah, so you just block and delete.
What if block and
that's-
delay? They might, you might be DJing
That
at a
would face
gig, they
them.
pull up, they buy
Yeah.
a table. What's going on?
Fam, me.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, that table could be right in front of the DJ booth. I don't see you.
Hakuna kitu.
Fam, that as a matter of fact, you could buy the table next to the DJ booth.
Nothing.
You know in Milan there's a table just by the DJ booth? See you buy it. I still don't see you.
Nothing. Zero. Calvin, dawa ya X ni? Remedy.
Imagine me, it's just prayer.
Nothing but prayer.
Are you kidding me, Calvin?
Bro,
Prayer.
We reverted to prayer now.
honestly, guys, at times you guys ask questions and I'm like, bro, I cannot relate. Honestly, like, bro,
Wait,
if I've already
Let's
told you,
imagine.
Grouchy, I'm coming to yours.
I'm just like, bruh, come on, man.
So you just
Yo,
let it.
this happened to me the other day. Like this story. I don't know whether I should actually say it, right?
Let's go. That's why we're here.
But a particular ex of mine was just like, oh, maybe we should try get married. What? And I was just like, bro, Drake said it, man.
Okay.
You weren't with me when we were shooting in the gym. Sorry.
So it
Why would
cut out.
you tell her that?
Like I
Like,
said, bro.
No,
you
like,
might
I'm
even be
sorry.
nice about it.
Bro, you guys are giving me migraine. To be honest,
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Like my glow up.
you
is-
get
Wow.
it's a simple one. Like, let's be adults, man. This is not happening. You get
And-
like,
and
what's the
please-
handle?
Ai, dawa X ni X iko
Dawa
nini?
X ni X.
Dawa X ni X. Naleta X mwingine
know, man.
hapo. Aje yako peke
Cook
yake.
the mixture. Austin, dawa ya X ni? Block.
Block.
Grouchy, dawa ya X ni?
Block.
All right. Remember, like. Oh,
We're done, guys.
No,
Oh, Andy.
dawa ya X ni.
dawa ya X.
Yeah.
Or
Dawa ya
you.
X.
You, dawa ya
Dawa ya
X ni.
X.
Eh.
Hivyo tu.
Ati hiyo ndio kusema nini? You can't
Unaenda.
have us
Yo,
all of
wacha
us and
nikwambie.
then you.
No, si mimi si tumeulizwa kwa WhatsApp, kwa
Si ndio, si
Twitter
uta
yetu.
contribute.
Mimi nimesema ni hivyo tu.
Awenda za kile utafanya.
Before we go,
Wewe ndio vile simple.
in the comment section, in the comment section, and before we go, quick one. How's January looking for you guys financially?
Financially, not good. Oh, but I've paid my rent till April, so we're good.
Okay,
Oh, financially I'm good.
nice,
Yeah.
rich.
Rich.
Well,
Calvin,
Moving along. He's about
Calvin,
to resign and become. Guys, I want the governorship.
we need
of
to find a
Nyeri.
new adjective for you.
When are you resigning for the governorship of Nyeri?
No. But I'll be broke.
Why are you manifesting the
Next
wrong
No,
year.
I'm
thing?
not manifesting.
Why you putting out there the wrong
There's
thing?
actually from the way I've calculated things, I'm very human. Actually, there's a week around the 20th to like the whatever.
It's just
Nico, behind.
he wants to love it.
Like I'll
Jimani,
When yet.
how is January looking?
for me. No, G, you know those ones you're like,
I mean, January is looking. I mean, it's not as big as other Januaries.
Yeah.
because I've spent a lot of money recently. But I won't be hungry.
Nice.
yeah.
That's dope,
Me
man.
too.
You-
Yeah.
We all
You know
have
what I'm sitting there
health.
thinking, oh, look at this guy.
You see him?
No, look at him.
He's just been posting cement
look at him.
bags. Oh, look at
When
it.
yet.
dreads and waist dreads
I
up.
can't unsee.
You know what, Calvin? You begin to look more and more like your mom. It's uncomfortable. Yo, this is the mic's open. My name is G Money.
We are in this new year. My name is Neville.
And young.
Jesus Christ.
Big C
Big
looking
C.
like his mom.
You remember when he was asking you how your mom is doing?
With my dreads, man, they've gotten long.
He and the son.
Eh?